Hello everyone, welcome back to Tesla Plays Breath of Fire 3. Oh, man, I was trying to do this earlier, but my computer was not working with me. I had to completely restart it and had to, just hope that that fixed the problem. And it did, but it concerns me that my emulator is starting to do this. To where sometimes it forces me to do a restart sometimes for it to pick up my controller or my keyboard. It's annoying. I'm using RetroArch, by the way, and does that show up on the recording, actually? No, it doesn't. Okay. It was a huge problem, though, let me just say, trying to get this set up to begin with, but even now it's giving me problems. Okay. So, I got stressed coming here to get more spearfish and devilfish. Though it's mostly the spearfish that are giving me problems. I can deal with the devilfish, because you're getting a pretty high amount of them per trip. The problem that I ultimately have, though, more than anything, is just the fact that you have so many fish you have to burn through to reasonably get to these. Like, there's like 12 sea bass, and sea bass are still a bitch. I was quick to find out. Some of them can be nasty to try to catch, and after a couple of sessions, I was like, you know what? Yeah, no. There will be a slight fishing spot later on that's going to be a bit better for it. Honestly, it really makes me wonder if this place would be better for it, since it does have a lot of fish I care about. Like sea bream are okay for AP. Black porgies are too, they give 20 AP. Octopus I need. Then it has the dillfish and the spearfish. Like, there's a lot here. And there's not a whole lot of each one, either, which is another good thing. The most you get of each fish is 3, as low as 1. If you're curious on exact amounts here, I have it up here on my server. Let me just bring it up here. Okay, so the exact amounts are 2 angler, 2 black porgy, 3 blowfish, 2 devilfish, 3 flying fish, 3 manowar, 1 manillo obviously, 2 octopus, 3 sea bass, 3 sea bream, and 1 spearfish. For a grand total of 25 fish counting the manillo. If you don't count him, then it's only 24 total. And here's the good thing about going for specific fish here. Certain fish go for certain bait. The black porgies only go for frog, and they're the only ones that do. So you can kind of focus on getting those if you want. It's not a bad idea either, since you get 20 AP for each one. And since it's the only... Aside from the manowar, you're not going to need to worry. Nothing else will go for that. But the big one is the spearfish. This one's a bit trickier. It'll go for the fish bait. The sea bream and the sea bass both go for this. Of which there's 3 each, so that's 6 fish you need to worry about at least. But there's also the manowars, but you can see them in the water. They don't blend in with other fish, so you can easily see whether it's them or not. And anglers will also go for fish bait. But there's only 2 of those. So, truth be told, if spearfish was all you cared about, you could probably end up getting the spearfish a bit easier from this. The only downside is that only 1 spearfish shows up per trip. But still, at least some of that fish are easy. I'll give the thing that. The anglers I never had much of an issue catching. Man-o'-wars are obviously a joke, if you care about getting those out of the way. I don't think sea bream are bad either, so the only one that would be annoying would be the sea bass. So, you know, there is that to consider. So I could have gone it from there, but... all things being said, though, I don't think I'm gonna need to worry too much. Going to be honest about that. Because as it stands, aside from making a small trip back to Windia for a moment, because there's something we need to do there. Now, one thing I will say about the fishing in this game is it's not very balanced, since a lot of the fish are in the early parts of the game, and you don't have a great rod during that part of the game. And even when you get to the adult section, you only get one decent rod for most of the fishing. And I'm sorry, but that seems very unbalanced. Now when I play, I usually start with one of the best rods. I just think the game is very unfair not allowing you to do that. If you call it cheating, feel free, but honestly, I'd rather fishing not be frustrating when you get to the harder fish. And as you're gonna find out, they do make you wait a while to get it. I forgot to do something here. Damn it. I forgot to do something before I came in here. I don't need Ray on my team, I need Gar. I hate that I have to constantly kick Ray out, but I constantly need other party members for this part of the story. Another problem that I have with this part of the game is you're not really given a great choice for a lot of the dungeons. It really sucks. I want to put Gar with Hachio for now. I'll be dealing more with that later on. It's not an immediate concern, though. I'm mainly doing it just to learn the skills more than anything. Not to use them, per se, but just to get them. So this is something that could be put off for a while. And... this might hurt Ryu's potential a bit, but I do want to... Okay, is it you I need? Thankfully they do tell you their names, because I would get them mixed up otherwise. Okay, where is this? Okay. Yes, it is. Play handshake again? You don't. I get it. Movie wants to copy my tricks, right? Yes. Hey, Ryu, you're one of the gang now. Now, they all teach you various things, but... right now, he's the only one I'm immediately concerned with, though. But I will plan on learning them all eventually. But now it's time for the plot of today. Oh, brother, this ought to be pleasant. Last time, we basically were told, oh hey, we need to totally help fixing the ship, because no one in this damn world can do anything without our assistance, it seems. Jeez, that's pretty sad. But alright. We know the gist. Alright. Gotta get through this part again. If you want to see it, just see the end of last session. Oh. Gotta have her in front. Think I could do to help? Okay. Yeah, it's the same dialogue and everything. Okay. So we gotta find the parts. And believe me, this is actually a lot more frustrating than one would think. What? Going to be looking for the parts? I don't know if that's okay. I mean, that's supposed to be our job at all. Should probably go back to town. Look over the Guildmaster. Now, interestingly enough, this is one of the few parts of the... Never mind. I was gonna say this is gonna be one of the few parts of the game where you can only have 2 members in your party, but... Nope. They force you into the party selection as soon as you leave, so no, that's not the case. Well, that's depressing. Oh, back to Rapala with us. The adult section just feels like there's so much back and forth, like when it comes to doing what needs to be done. And that's really not great. Of course, Breath of Fire 4 is just as bad at times, trust me. If not more so, actually, thinking about it. Because the world is much bigger in that game, and there are some parts of the game where if you plan on doing everything, you could be doing a lot of backtracking. We're at that beach, we'll have a drunk turn to get the ship. Wait. Huh? Oh, wait. He wasn't talking about Sinkar, wasn't he? I think he was talking about the leader of Junktown. Well, excuse me for, not immediately coming to that conclusion when we've had to come here so often in the past. Spew baby? She's my daughter Shade. You're not very clever with names, are you? Alright, let's try here. Alright. So, where do we need to go for this? That's the inn. Is it up here? There's no places up here, okay. And to be fair, you have to understand I am speaking from someone who's played this game many times. On a first playthrough, this probably would feel a lot more enlightening. You want to look for parts? Nope, no can do. Only guild members have permission to do that. But to be honest, I don't care if you do. The more hands, the faster the job will be done anyway. Should go down to Steel Beach. That's the best place to look for spare parts, see? Oh, this place. It's gonna be very important later in the game. It is a place called Steel Beach. Called that because it's where the machines wash up. I said you can't go in there. You did not. Area belongs to the... Huh? Got the master's permission? Oh, okay then, go on in. Well, that was easy. Okay, there's something we want to do before we progress too far in here. Let's see. There it is. We're getting these left and right. We get Mutant Gene. Mutant Gene, huh? Randomizes abilities and properties. Wow, interesting. Oh, just got 4 more left we can even get. Okay. That's neat. Now, you might notice we have Gar on our team. Yeah, as much as I'd love to have Ray right now, I can't. Some inferior monsters in here. It would only allow certain people. But they've proven themselves inside. Wait, you can't go in here. Skimmus is okay, it's too dangerous. Other one in? Pass the foreman. Since it's okay, you can go in, alright? Okay, so... Alright. So... We're gonna need... Up the first time is rope pulling with these flags. Why do we pull on the rope? To haul up the machines on the seafloor, Natch. Garden winch is broken again. Have to get the boss to pull stuff up for us. Okay, so this is actually gonna be kind of rough. Would go so the further look for parts. I don't know. You look kind of scrawny. Do you have anyone big like me to help you? Yeah, Gar is required for this part. Probably find out that freighter. One of the best fighters from the guild are allowed to go in there. Still, you look pretty buff. Mind if I see for myself how tough you are? We're going to put you to work on salvage. You and I will work together to pull the rope. And drag up the machines on the ocean floor. So yeah, it works. Rope fellow there. With the white flag, I'll pull on the rope. I hate this. Like I said, this game isn't for everyone. Now you drop the flag, I stop. Remember, there's how much rope's left. When he raises the red flag, you pull okay. To pull the rope, hit the X button as fast as you can. Or by hitting the X button. Remember to pull when the flag goes up. If you're goofing off or not hitting the X button, or if you hit the button when the flag's not up, the rope will break and that's it. And remember to keep an eye on how much rope is left. If you get a difference of more than 2 meters, it'll throw off our balance and the rope will slip. That's it. Oh gee, is that all? Yeah, some people... that I know would not be able to play this game because of reasons like this. This kind of thing would be really hard for them to really get used to. Really depressing, too. I noticed that you're pulling when the flag's down, and yet it doesn't seem to count. Basically, you have to do is how much rope I've got, and adjust the speed of how often you hit the button, see? Because they're Alright, let's get this over with. Yoy. You can do it. You've proven yourself to us. We'll go. Start. Oops, that's his flag. It doesn't matter whether you're a little bit of ahead or not, because the odds of getting that far ahead of him is pretty slim. And now it's both of us. Shit. Really? Really? Like, I was off by a press, and that was enough for it to snap? Are you kidding me? Okay, that has never happened to me. Oh, come on, really? Oop. Wow, that was fast for him to drop that flag. Oh, come on. Don't do me twice in a row, buddy. Come on. Oh. That's it. I'm safe stating. For whatever reason, they're being awfully harsh to me on this. I mean, if I'm having trouble, then I know the people I know would have way more. Like, seriously, why do you even have to do this shit? It's not like it's fun. Yeah, there we go. I'm doing a save state. I wish there was more of a rhythm to how we use the flags, because it's completely random and kind of obnoxious. I should have had it that first time, because we were almost done. What? Giving it to me? There we go. Oof, boy, this one's heavy. Don't get many like this. Can you see what it is yet? What? Boss, it don't look like no machine. What is it? Run! Quite a catch, Agar. And we're not even in the right formation for this. Go figure. Okay, so I'm gonna save state before this, because I'm really not sure what this is gonna mean for me. You don't have much, do you? I guess we'll just have you attack. Alright. Bone Dart? Really? Wait, using that? Really? Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna start save stating if this is gonna be a problem. Because I know he has other moves, and he's not using them. Yeah, I kind of also ruined my focus. Thunderclap. Okay, so that's pretty much like him using the owner. Okay. Okay. Okay, now I can finally do what I'm supposed to be doing here. Oh, well, okay. At least it didn't take long to kill him. Seriously though, quit it with the fucking confusion. Is that the only gimmick these bosses have now? I've seen like 3 bosses that use it. Thanks a lot. Never would have guessed we'd pull something like that up. Think nothing of it. More importantly... Oh yeah, of course. If you kill something like that, you can sure go into the freighter. No problem, no sir. Take whatever you need, as much as you want. But yeah, seriously, enough with the damn freaking confusion. I hate it. Why wasn't I on attack formation? I never switch off of it. Well, okay, I sometimes do, but I never put it on normal, though. I swear I wish they would leave my shit alone. And for once, can I use Ray? Okay. Now to find parts on the beach. We have part B1. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. I do not like this place. Part H. One of them. There are so many parts. And they're often hidden in very hard to see locations. On Part A. One of them. It's also really hard to know when you have enough. Part F. One. You have to look under every nook and cranny. Part G? 1. Okay. And I'm going to be overly paranoid when it comes to this, because it's very easy to miss C1. Oy. Well, here we go. Alright, so... we have a Bolt, which is kind of like the Nut enemies from before, only they're a bit more evasive, and they're not weak to fire. So, a little more annoying, yes. We did just get Blizzard, though. We don't really have any real offensive magic options, so... Oh, that actually kills it sometimes. Cool. I'm okay with that. No, we will be coming back here later in the game. Part D. 1. Part B. 2. It's locked from the other side. Yeah, we'll be getting to that a bit later in the game. Okay. You know, for being super dangerous, this place is looking pretty chill so far. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Yep, just checking. Oh, here's this part. Gotta raise and lower the levers. Part C. 01. Part D. 02. Haha. See what I tell you. Part C. 2 of them so far. Yeah, that one is so well hidden. Part E. Wouldn't have seen that. First one. Rub of Wind? Oh. Versus Electric, Wind, and Earth. Oh. That's good. It protects many elements. That is super great. Would've been kinda nice to have this during that fight, though. Just saying. But it's the confusion that's really bugging me. As a matter of fact, from now on, until I see otherwise... Balance ring. Fuck this. I am not putting up with that shit no more, that's for sure. Okay, so... Come on. Part A. 2 of them. On part C, 3 of them. So we have to finagle with that one a bit more. That should be about right. Part F. That's that chest I opened. That had the Rub of Wind in it. Now you'd think, oh, you've been doing so good getting parts. Well, there's one I missed. So yeah. Just proof of concept that these things can be a bitch to actually locate. You find a lot of them at first, but when you're down to the last couple you need... Oh, crap. How do I get over there? Oh, over here? Hold on. No? That's a chest. Where's the place I saw the part? What? Okay. Wow, really? I know I saw something. I know I saw that, but where? It wasn't near the chest specifically, but it was close. Okay, confusing now. Press it, please. Here it is, Part H. Unfortunately, I'm pretty damn sure I don't have all the parts. A Voltamage. If it's only one of them, your chances of hitting it are pretty high. Alright, let's check with Momo. I can already tell what the answer is gonna be, though. Welcome back. Did you find everything? Never mind. Really? First try? I'm not used to that. I usually have to make several passes when I go to find parts. But I got them all in the first go? How? I shouldn't question this, but I always have issues with this. How the hell did I manage to pull that off? Huh. Alright. Sure. That's it. You got all of them. Okay, here we go. Alright then, Ryu. Well, we go to the bridge. Just a little while longer, Ryu. This is the engine room. Start the engine. Starting engine. Well, ease her up slowly. Left full rudder. Well, this is going a lot smoother than I thought it was going to. Aye, aye, sir. Should steady. Set course for Rapula. Aye, sir. Before I can give you the boat, we need to return to Rapula. Till then, well, it's a small boat, but please make yourselves comfortable. By the way, what do you need a boat for? Never mind, tell me after we get to Rapala. The Guildmaster has become quite the sailor. Sir Bede used to be a bookkeeper. It took him a while to get his sea legs. Be able to see the Rapala lighthouse soon. Don't worry, we won't hit anything. I don't know if we can make it across the sea in this boat. What do you think? You don't know how to make repairs or what? Shakes a lot, doesn't it? Huh. Always taking naps. Feels good to be on the ocean, doesn't it, Ryu? Now that I think about it, no one told me how the boat was damaged this time. Well, you see... You know about the Black Ship, sir? Maybe if we go, the way across the sea, we can learn everything about the Brood. And about you, Ryu. Black Ship? You mean that large ship you can sometimes see off in the distance? You may not believe this, sir, but the Black Ship was here in the Middle Sea, sir. Huh? What's that? Looks like it's coming this way. A ship? Came out of nowhere. Right in front of us, we couldn't avoid it. Impossible? Black Ship has only been seen on the outer sea. It can't navigate the shallow waters of the Middle Sea. Well, it's about to prove you wrong, Bede. Just saying. It's gone. Wonder what it was. It's drifting, sir. She is. Doesn't look like there's anyone on board, either. That's true. We should check it out. It could be a threat to our shipping lanes. Sir, we're home. It's Rapala. Oh, brother. We've arrived in Rapala. It took us a while, but we can finally let you use the ship now. These two sailors will take you anywhere you ask them to. Thank you, Bede. We're planning on going over the... Wait! What do you want? Let me handle this. Let me pilot the ship for them. Bede, I mean Guildmaster. Sure. Okay, Zig. Bede may have beaten me out at the lighthouse in Shadis. But I'll show you that no one handles a boat better than me! This is happening now. Okay then, I'll be on the bridge. Let me know when you're ready to shove off. Zig's like that. But he's right about one thing. He's our best sailor. You're in good hands. Alright then, be careful and good luck. Bring the boat back anytime. Okay. So there's something I want to do, but I'm gonna hold off. Just long enough to do this. Ready? Well, he's part of our gang now, apparently. He's not playable, though. He just pilots the ship. This is it. My big chance. Here we go. Unfortunately, this is also a very frustrating part of the game, really. So, where do you want to go? The outer sea. Are you sure about that? Why don't you go talk it over with everyone, and let me know when you've come to a decision. Cross the sea to meet with God. Even the Urkin would never dream such a thing possible. Something tells me crossing the sea isn't going to be easy. It's the reason why no one's done it before, right? Basically. I don't know how far it is to the other side, but the engine's running fine, so don't worry about that. Still sleeping. The wind feels good, does it, Ryu? I wonder what it's like on the other side of the ocean. We'll be the first to see it, won't we? So, ready? Okay, so which way we head? Across the ocean? Uh-huh, figures. Thought you might say something like that. Suppose I should tell you. No one who's been out there has ever returned alive. Sure you still want to go? Okay. Well then, you're in good hands. Old Zig here's the best Captain Rapala. No, in the world. If anyone can get across the sea, I can. Who else would be crazy enough to try? You said it, not me. Okay, so let's talk about the ship. The ship is annoying. Oh, is the ship annoying. You see, you don't just... It doesn't just go in the direction you're pointing or anything. Instead, it will... When you press up, it only will go up in the direction that the head of the ship is going in. For example, I'm pointing it down right now. Did you think I was pressing down? Of course not. I was pressing up. If you're pointing down to press up, it will actually go backwards, and so on and so forth. You have to pay attention to the head of the ship, and move it accordingly based on that. And that's totally not disorienting at all, and will cause you to constantly make screw-ups or anything. Okay, he won't let you off here for now. Good. There's kind of something we need to do. If the game will allow it. I'm not sure when this opens up or not. Okay, well... Let's see. If I'd stayed at the castle, never would have dreamed that one day I'd be going across the sea where no one's ever been. I don't know how far we get using that boat, but... I guess all we could do go in the direction Deus told us. I can't believe what Ray said about the boat, especially when it's got such a beautiful engine. What did he say? Asleep with a big smile on his face. Is he happy to be going across the ocean, maybe? The ocean. I'm not afraid, you know. Just that the boat, well... Nah, I get where you're coming from, honestly. There we go. And yeah, that's gonna be a long trek across the ocean. And the boat's not exactly a huge one. Oh, I'm going the wrong way here. Okay, here we go. Alright. Where Deus resides. You want to see Deus? Okay, so we can do it now. Well, well. What are you doing here? Did you miss me that much? You mean there's someone who wants to learn from me? Okay, but only one condition. You have to call me ma'am. Yes, mighty mistress! Are you making a joke? Saying you've nothing to learn from me? Okay. So, Momo's definitely gonna be learning a few tricks from you. Ho 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 ho. Alright then, Momo. I'll let you be my disciple. You should know, though, I'm a harsh mistress. Ho 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 ho. I don't doubt it. Now, let's talk about Deus here. She may not join you this time, but the abilities you learned from her are still pretty solid. Though, keep in mind, you are basically... Give me any time, good luck. You are looking at quite the stark contrast when it comes to stats here. For example, if you look up the master list... Yeah, she's certainly good for magic, I'll give her that. But that HP and defense decrease per level... Ooh... Yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting life shards from the fairy village for Momo as time goes on, because she's not getting much HP anymore from levels. It'll be fine, though. The defense, I can easily steal from Vulcans, so that I'm not too concerned about. But that HP loss, oof, it's harsh. But the skills you get from Deus are what's really worth it here, especially for Momo. So we can go and have her start working on her. Anyways, back on the ship with us. So how long have we been doing this? I could probably sneak a little bit more in. Alright, so basically, you have to go where the water is darker, essentially. And unlike most games where having a boat gives you a lot of freedom to explore stuff, yeah, that's not the case in this game. The boat barely lets you go anywhere, because all these places we've already been to. So it's really just more for the plot than anything else, and that is kind of disappointing. But alright, we gotta go to the dark water here, which is the outer sea. Alright, let's get this going. We're almost there. You all better get back inside the boat. Oh, that's some turbulent water right there. Holy shit. Yeah, okay, this is a bad idea. It's too much. She'll break up. We better go back. Oof, yeah, that was rough. Yeah, and Peiko got the wind knocked out of him, that's for sure. I'd heard stories, but I never imagined it'd be that bad. I know I told you. If anyone could get you there, I could. But I don't know if we could do it in this boat. So Ray was right, the boat just isn't good enough. What are we gonna do now? Hold on a minute. Are you trying to say that we should give up trying to get across? He didn't say that, Nina. He said, not in this boat. Seriously, what is with you being snippy ever since we got you back? Seriously. You have done this so much so far. If the best sailor in Repula can't do it, what are we supposed to do then? Sorry. I guess I just don't have what it takes to be like the legendary Mariner. Mariner? I think it's Mariner. Legendary Mariner? Could he take us across the ocean? It's not quite like that. We sailors have a legend about a sailor living here in the inner sea who came here from the other side of the ocean. But it's just a legend, a story. Even if it is only a legend, there has to be some truth behind it. Tell us about him. Well, you see, I don't really know much about him. There's a little town north of Rapala called Parch. The mayor there might know something. Maybe. Parch it is, then. Let's go. Yes, sir. You know when you're ready to go. You mean yes, ma'am. Parch? How did you get there without a boat? It's about the only reason that we can use our boat for anything. Looks like we've got a long road ahead of us, Everything with the engine checks out okay, but I don't think it's got enough power to get us across the ocean. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Cuckoo. Yeah. Ugh. If the whole trip's gonna be like that. Up and down, back and forth. You can count me out. Relax. We're trying to work out a plan here. There you go. Alright. So, we need to go to Parch. And there it is. The ship! Wait, what? This here be called Parch, just a teeny little town. We all's fishermen here, and that's all we alls eats. Really? This is, totally not the most racist way you could have these people act, being from a fisherman colony. Seriously, what the fuck? The guild people, they bite the fish here, and bring us bread and other things we've been eating. Yeah, stereotypically Jamaican. That's totally what this town needed. You be Port's good people. You're just new ones, ain't ya? Oh boy. The legendary Mariner. Such a sailor in the world who doesn't know the story. I remember the mayor seemed to know a lot about him. Well, at least you're talking normal. I know that might sound mean, but honestly, it really does come off like they're trying to be heavily insensitive here. Okay, can you guys move out of the way, please? Out of the way. Really? Freaking animals are stopping me from getting up here. Okay. I can sympathize with the mayor. Stuck in this tiny town eating fish every day. Me? I could go to the city and get all the bread I can eat. Suppose it's better to want to go off to the big city than the outer sea. Well, you could just buy some bread and bring it back. Because I just gone in. Sir, need fishing gear? We got it. We can get better than this. Though, if you weren't trading fish for it, this would be the first town that would sell level 3 bait. So there's that. You can also buy firecrackers and icicles here. If by the sea, weapons won't rust, guaranteed. This stuff's not exactly looking super great, honestly. But we find coin here, okay. The owner of this inn looks like he's got some of our blood in him. Either that, or he ate too much fish and ended up like that. Alright. The legendary mariner? He's the only man to have ever explored the undersea, lived to tell the tale. The mayor knows all the stories about him. Just when you heard the story of the legendary mariner, got into his head to go up to the outer sea. Whoever knows that an inner sea boat can't go out to the outer sea. Daddy went out to sea. If folks want to cross the outer sea, why would you want to do such a dangerous thing? 200 zenny. Alright. The mayor originally came from Central Windia. Maybe he's homesick for some Windian cooking. Our staple food's fish, you know, but the mayor, he hasn't liked fish ever since he got sick. Now he hardly speaks to anyone. Yeah, legendary mariner? If I tell you the story again, you're just gonna give me more of that nasty fish to eat, aren't you? No. If all they've got for me to eat's fish, well, I'll just sit here and starve to death, I will. When I'm dead, put my ashes in the Makus River. That would be a problem. Is there anything that can be done to cheer him up? Okay, so... they are giving hints for us to go to Makus Gorge, so let's do that. Sounds like a plan? Need to get off the boat first, though. Turn around, turn around. Okay. Oh, believe me, the boats can be a pain in the ass later. For many reasons. Alright, so... now that we've taken care of that, we need to actually go to the Makus River. One thing that this game does very poorly is that the way experience escalates is bad. Like, you probably noticed, we haven't exactly gotten a huge increase in experience since the Vulcan in Mount Zublo. As a matter of fact, compared to most other enemies, he gives a striking amount of experience in this game. And don't expect that to change anytime soon. It's actually really terrible in this game, the fact that the experience is as bad as it is. Alright. Well, let's talk to some people that are here. This is Lukov. He's pretty, isn't he? I built my studio here for 2 reasons, yes? 1 is because it's quiet here. 2 is because the shiso is too delicious, yes? You look very familiar. You also like to paint. Are you related to Jean from Breath of Fire 2 by any chance? Just saying. Shiso is a rare delicacy to those outside Makus, but we enjoy it often. It's prepared by kneading together the seeds of the Shealy tree with vinegar into a small ball. Then you add a dash of horseradish, and finally it's topped off with a succulent fresh slice of mackerel. Well, we do have plenty of horseradish, but not much else. What do you want to know how to make shiso for? You want to get someone who hates fish to eat fish? Then shiso is the best choice. It's really good. You don't even know you're eating fish. Okay, let me show you how to make it. First of all, you put the mackerel on top of Shealy seeds, then put in vinegar, and put on a little horseradish. And then squeeze it together. Trivia. This is an actual real thing. And the recipe in this game sticks very close to the real life one. I've been told it's slightly different in how it's prepared in real life, but it's still pretty close. Shiso is actually really good. I've never had it myself, though. I'd like to try it one day because it sounds like it could be pretty good, maybe? Okay. Mackerel is a kind of fish that can only be caught here in the Makus River. Want to try and catch it? It's a fishing spot just to the west of here, and now we can access it. We couldn't before. Anything else you want to know? Shealy is a type of tree that grows close to water. Its seeds are really soft and white, and go well with all sorts of food. Shealy trees around here. If you shake them, you should be able to get some seeds. Things you want to know? Vinegar is a liquid that has a bit of a sour taste to it. Mixed in with Shealy seeds, it tastes exquisite with fish. I always use the vinegar I get at the coffee house over in the east. Anything else you want to know? We already know how to find this, but horseradish has a unique taste that helps block out that unpleasant smell fish has. It's like a mustard. I've heard you can get it in the forest near the Donna mine. I love horseradish, but I wouldn't say it tastes like mustard. I wouldn't think so. Get in the forest near the Donna mine. But that's a long ways way west of here. Don't you wish to know? Well, it's more like kneading than squeezing. I'll tell you what, why don't you come back here after you get all the ingredients and I'll show you how? I don't want you to get confused if I tell you everything at once. Okay. You're welcome. Here, once you got everything, I'll help you put it all together. Alright, so... we're gonna need Peiko, it seems. Okay, it's over there. Get Peiko out. Face this tree. You were stung by a caterpillar. It takes 1 HP away. Don't mind me, just getting a whole bunch of Shealy seeds. Wait, I'm full? That's quick. Wow. Okay. Sure. Okay. Now for this next bit, we're gonna need Gar. Alright. Onwards to the coffee shop with us. Been a while since we've been here, hasn't it? Say, fella, you look pretty strong there. Think you could help me for a minute? I need to get some water at the well here. Okay, I'll tell you how it works. So listen carefully, okay? Here we go. First, you lower the rope by hitting the triangle button. When the bucket at the end of the rope hits water, you'll hear a splash sound. Do stop lowering the rope. So make sure you remember how many times you push the button, okay? Then use the directional button to go back and forth to get to the water. Keep moving until you hear the bucket filling up. When you're done filling the bucket, press back up by pressing the X button. It's the button the same number of times as you press the triangle button, okay? And that's how we draw water, see? Going too slowly, and listen carefully to the sounds, you'll mess up, so be careful. Got it? No. Okay, here we go. Ready, set, go. Really? Huh. It was 9. I could have sworn it was 12 before it dropped, but maybe it's because I was pressing it too fast. You did it. Thanks so much. Let's go see if I'm able to get the water out. So much, but here, have some vinegar. Yeah, they go a bit crazy with the minigames in this. Okay, we have 4. I'm gonna need to do that a couple more times. Really? Oh, wrong button, okay. 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 Okay, what gives? I hate this. Like, seriously, I do not understand how this works. Because I'm counting the number of times and then trying to repeat it, but it's not working. So weird. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Glad to be done with this. I don't get it. Like, that used to be a lot easier for me. I do not get what the problem here is. Well, the only thing we're really missing now is the mackerel, it seems. Got that. We got the vinegar. We got the Shaley seeds. We got the horseradish, so... The ingredients for that make a specialty shiso can be found here. Buffer immersion squid, and obviously that would be the mackerel. Alright, so... Oh, it likes worms. Cool, where we already have that. And it's mostly mackerel here, too, which is awesome. What's not so awesome, though, is mackerel is kind of tricky to catch.
Very good.
Alright. Well, that was an easy one, since it was weak. If you're using this, then it's pretty much a foregone conclusion what bites is going to be a mackerel, though. Since there's only 3 fish here, and the only other thing that can bite this is the Martian squid, of which there's only 2 of them.
Very good. Great.
Oh. Oh, for crying out loud. Really? Stop moving, you freaking sporadic piece of shit. Ugh. Alright. Now, the main problem is that in order to make the Shisu, we do need to have a pretty heavy mackerel to use, so yeah, that's gonna be cute. At least if you want to do it right. More on that soon. Yeah, it's not quite as simple as you think.
Very good.
So yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot with this. As a matter of fact... Well, actually no, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this. Because... I still have another session I want to do tonight. So... I'm probably not gonna bother with that. I will talk to you first, though. But first, I'm gonna get my part member back. You've got everything, right? Alright then, I'll tell you how to make Shisu. Oh boy. Slicing the mackerel. Mackerel slices will be larger or smaller, depending on how big a fish you catch. The bigger the fish, the larger the slices will be. Anything else you want to know? The more Shaley seeds you use, the bigger the ball will be. I know that's obvious, but just because you can make something big doesn't mean you should. Trick is to make sure the size of the ball matches the size of the mackerel slices. Really important. Anything else you want to know? In general, you should keep the ratio of vinegar to chili seeds at least about a quarter or so. Don't you want to know? You'll have to balance the amount of horseradish with the amount of chili seeds and mackerel you've used. If you use a lot of mackerel, then use a lot. If you have more chili seeds than mackerel, not so much. Anything else you need to know? The most important thing you have to remember is that as you knead it, the chili will shrink. One good knead means you lose about one chili seed. My mother taught me that you shouldn't knead it more than twice. Anything else you want to know? Are you sure? Do you want to hear my recipe then? Well, the bigger the Shisu the better. But more important than size is balance. If we say the mackerel is 10, then we want the Shaley to be 8. The vinegar to be 2. And the horseradish to be 4. Got it? Might be hard to understand from this explanation. You get the hang of it once you try it. Okay, so basically you're not going to need that much of these ingredients that we've gotten. Now, how much mackerel? I'm not sure. There's a perfect recipe online. Okay, so this is gonna be my stopping point. We need at least 10 mackerel, so I'll be doing that off screen, and then we're gonna go 10 to the Marin Parch. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I will talk to you later.